Not 10 o'clock yet. Come on, 1 minute early. Good morning, everybody. No new glasses today. I went to the mall where Vision Works is, and I have to go through the food court. So the three restaurants that are in the food court were all closed. And I was very surprised. I started walking past the one Chinese restaurant to go to Vision Works, and it was closed. So I'm just kind of standing there like dumbfounded. And this lady walks up to me and she says, "Are you trying to go to Hoo Hot?" And I'm like, "No, I'm going to Vision Works. I need to get my glasses." And she said that they're closed. The mall is closed due to a mechanical issue, and that I should check the Facebook page for when they reopen. And so I checked this morning and there's no new update. So it's been an hour now since they've been open, so I'll check again, or I'll call Vision Works and call them and see if they answer the phone. So hopefully on Monday I'll have glasses to show you. So our mall is so Hy-Vee Grocery moved in, and they took a portion of one of the major, Sears used to be there. And so they remodeled that whole end of the mall and put Hy-Vee in. Well, they're doing the same thing. They're removing Macy's extension and putting in 3 restaurants and a car wash. And so my theory is they're doing all this demolishing work over there, that something happened during the demolition and it broke. So JCPenney, Hoo Hot Mongolian Grill, and Hy-Vee, you can't access Hy-Vee from the mall, and Barnes & Noble were open. And my theory is that because they are standalone stores from the mall, and everything else is connected to mall utilities or whatever. So I have a feeling they broke something. Anyway, so that's my theory. So let's talk about what I did. So I started putting my top together for the Jelly Roll sampler, and I did run out of background fabric. The only thing, though, I was missing were the 2 strips that go on either end of row 3. They were 3.5-inch strips, and I didn't have enough. So the other thing is that I also wanted to put the outside border on too. So I did order a 1.5 yards is all I needed to finish that off. So I ordered that. It should probably be here next week. So I did post a picture of what I did get done to Facebook. So if you're interested in seeing what that looks like, it is out there. The picture's not the greatest. And I don't know if it's the lighting in here, my camera. I can't get a good picture. But I did the best that I could. And it's on my wall. And I'm going to take it down after this just to... I have everything. I have rows 1 and 2 put together even, but I can't put 3 and 4 together until I get row 3 finished. So I will have those fabrics hopefully next week sometime. And I had to get them on Etsy because that quarter shop was out of the background fabric. So I am not going to put the checkerboard border on. It is big enough just as it is, and will make a great throw blanket. So, how did I say that? It'll make a throw quilt. Oh my God, I'm so upset. Okay, so I have all that. I'm going to use my leftover jelly rolls though to make a scrappy binding to go around it. So I will do that. Oh no, I do have binding fabric. I have binding and backing, so I don't need to worry about that. So go check that out. I also I talked about 3 sew-alongs yesterday that I learned about. Charisma Horton, Gnome Angel, and Laundry Basket Quilts. I just posted those to Facebook as well. I'm not sure if the Gnome Angel one is the correct link, so I'll look into that and try to get the right one up there so that you can get involved in that if you're interested in the Churn Dash Challenge. Apparently, it's a little wall hanging size, so maybe 9 Churn Dashes. So anyway, so then I went and started putting together Star of Wonder, and I made a mistake. And I don't know how I did, because I laid everything out so carefully. But as you can see, these two fabrics don't match on this side or on the top. They do here. So I've got to take this whole row off and exchange this with this, because this one goes there and this one goes here. I don't even know how it happened. Haven't the faintest clue. But you know what? That ruined my morning. I've got to rip out this seam, this one, and exchange these two. Or I just sew this to this and move that whole row up there. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It won't be as hard as I think it is, but I was so going to have this done in plenty of time for this morning's video, because that's all I needed to do this morning. Because I did this. I made my block for Laundry Basket Quilts, block 31. And I think she's adorable. So I have that complete. I was making good progress. I was making really good progress. I have my borders, my inner border on that ready to go. I'll cut out the outside border because I'm going to put a small white border around the outside edge. Probably not as big as the pattern recommends, but I will be doing that. The other thing I also want to work on this weekend, get that top finished, get the snowflake one finished as well. I showed that last week, and I should hopefully have a finalized quilt top for that next week too, because I got all of the pieces made. I just need to piece the tops together and put the borders on. So the other thing I want to work on too and get that finished, I want to get these tops done, is the Spooky and Sweet Mystery quilt, my long banner. So I've got I took a previous Halloween sew along with the Fat Quarter Shop, and I took all the blocks apart, and I'm going to use that on the back of mine. And the reason I want to do that is because it's going to hang on my front door, which is a complete window, and I want to see something on the side that faces inside the house. So, and I get a chance to use up those blocks from a previous sew along, and that is this cat. I forget what it was called, but from this one. So I'm going to put that on the back because I wasn't going to finish the top, and that way I get a chance to use some of the blocks. So I'm really happy about that because I have plenty of that purple background to finish this off. I have 3 fat quarters, so I should have plenty to finish that off. If not, I'll find a method. But I'm going to get that top done too this weekend. And the other thing I'm going to start working on is the mixed lollies. So I'm using this jelly roll by, forget her name again, April Rosenthal, Love Lily. So I'm using that jelly roll, and it's not a full jelly roll, it's a small one. So I'm going to make a smaller version of this. I have got the red and the white. That will be the background on this. And then I pulled a bunch of blacks for the centers of my 9 patches. So I'm going to use a mixture of blacks here. So, and a white background, the white floral one that I have right here. So I will be getting the cutting done for this because that is due because August 8th, we're going to start making the 9 patches. So it's a 4-week program, and I'm going to make all the 9 patches that I can get out of that. Oh, I also chose a binding, is black and white. So I've got that ready to go. Backing I do not have yet, but I have options. So I'm going to work on that sew along as well, and that's with Emma Jean Jansen. And there's a link for this one too, I believe, on Facebook. I'll double check that too. But those are the things I'm going to be working on this weekend. And then, hey, you had to steal your phone back. Those kiddos of yours. They are a handful. So that's what I got going on. Was there anything else that I wanted to get accomplished? I want to get all these tops done so I can hang them in my closet. Actually, I think this one and the Jelly Snowflake and the Spooky and Sweet one that I want to work on, I think I'm going to quilt those myself. Just a grid or diagonal diamond or whatever grid. And I think maybe next week we can go through, no, not next week. My long armor isn't going to be ready until November. So I will probably in October be pulling out some quilts that I want to take to my long armor and rent a day and just quilt my old quilts. So I'm looking forward to that. They're gonna teach me how to use a long arm machine and I can rent them. So that sounds like fun. So I'm looking forward to that. So in October, we'll go through that kind of thing and pick out some quilts to take to the long armor to have them done. So, but I want these to be ready for the holiday season. I should take my other sewing machine to get it serviced so that I can have a separate space to do that. So I'm not constantly changing threads out and walking foot and all that kind of stuff. I don't like doing that kind of thing. And so I was also, when I was putting together the row 1 and 2 for the Jelly Roll sampler so long, I ran out of bobbin thread and I could have swore I checked that bobbin before I even started sewing that row together. But I hate stopping to make bobbins. I hate to do it. I should just make a whole bunch of them right off the bat, but I don't. I wait until I run out because that's like, oh, time for a break. Then I go walk away and have lunch or dinner and come back and sew some more. Something of that nature. Bobbin chicken. But the thing is that it wasn't like, it didn't like run out like halfway through. I had gone all the way through, pulled out all of my pins from all of my seams, and I ran out like within the first 2 inches of the whole thing. And I get to the end, and that's when I find out I didn't have any bobbin in there. So then I got to repin everything. So it was kind of like a pain in the butt. I don't like changing thread. I like or making bobbins. And so I just wanted to sew. Just let me keep going forever and ever and ever. Well, anyway, so you do 3 bobbins at a time. I really need to get into the habit of doing that. I really do. It would be a time saver and save a lot of frustration. But the fact that I had pulled out all the pins from all those seams, there's a lot of seams across that thing. So it was a lot. Anyway, so right now I am going to have lunch. I really am tired. I think I may even take a nap before I go see if I can get my glasses. So I do have to work a lot this weekend too. So I will be, because I haven't worked in a week either. So other than doing my sewing since I got back from my trip away, and then I got to go back again the following week. So it's only going to be like for an overnight and that's it. So, but yeah, I'll rip this out, put the right ones in the right places, and I'll have hopefully 3 tops done. I get so much done in the morning between 4 a.m. and 9 a.m. So I do. I get most of my work done during that time. And then, I usually get tired after that. And it's pretty much, my brain doesn't work as well. So I think I had done too much this morning and I was moving really, really fast. So I'll get these pieces cut too, So I'm ready to go for my lollies. And I think this will be really cute. A nice little small one. A permanently exhausted pigeon. I am an early bird. Yes, I am. Even when I was working overnights, I was an early bird. When I didn't have to work an overnight, I was still up between 3 and 5 a.m. And I get so much stuff done between that and 9 and 10 o'clock in the morning. I get so much work done. So much. All right, you guys, I hope you have a fabulous weekend and you get some sewing in. And I do have a hexie project I would like to work on. So I might be doing that as I'm sitting on the sofa if my wrist will allow me. Not my wrist, my elbow. It hurt so bad yesterday. So anyway, you guys, I am going to have some lunch and then figure out if I can get my glasses and get that taken care of today. And then I'll get some sewing in before I have to go to work this evening. So I love you guys. Have a fabulous weekend. And thanks for being here. I so enjoy having the company in the morning. And I look forward to 10 a.m. every day. And when I'm not here, I wished I was. I love you guys. Have a good weekend. See you Monday, 10 a.m. Love you. Bye.